responsibility today aboard the Princess V48. Now if you watch a lot of our videos you might think, well, they've already tested that boat, and you'd be dead right, but the one we tested was one of the very first boats out of the yard, and whilst we liked it very much, our only caveat about the boat was the fact that it had quite a firm ride into a head sea. Princess have made a few tweaks since then. They've moved some of the water tanks further forward, but they've also changed the trim tab system, and they've added also a fixed tab on the back as well. And that's made quite a difference, because what it's done is it's pulled the bow of the boat down, and it means that you're now parting the water with the sharper front end of the hull rather than the flatter mid-sections. So we're going to give her a run and we're going to see how she compares. So we're up to about 23, 24 knots now, and this really is the crucial difference. The sea conditions today are, if anything, rougher than they were when we went out last time on the V48. There's quite a big sea rate today. It's the tail end of the gales that went through early February. But the difference is, whereas before, at 25 knots I was backing off into a head sea, I had it right down to about 20 knots, it still felt a little bit uncomfortable. Here we are, 24 knots. It actually feels like it can do this all day. It really has made a hell of a difference. We're running on about half tab, so there's still more tab to come if we wanted it, but we don't need it. And it's just transformed the upwind ability of this boat. Well, we've actually got something else out here today. This is the deck saloon version, but just to show how thorough we are, we've got ourselves an Open as well. So we're going to head this one back and we're going to try the Open next. So here we are aboard the V48 Open. Now when Princess announced these two boats, we did wonder whether the only difference was going to be the sliding roof system and the fact it was open at the back of the hardtop, but actually it is a very, very different feeling boat. It is of course completely open here where the other one has the saloon doors, and it does of course have a much larger sunroof because it's a vinyl roof that will therefore concertina a lot further back. But this area here is completely transformed. Where the other one was very much a deck saloon underneath the hardtop, this is very much a cockpit boat in the old school. So you've got great big seating area, you've got your wet bar up here, and of course you've got your big sunbed on the back with a garage underneath for a dinghy. It looks very different, it feels very different, and we're going to give it a drive and see if it drives any different. About the same 24-25 knots that we were doing in the V48 deck saloon, and with the same hull and the same engines, you expect it to perform and handle in a very similar way. And you'd be dead right, it does. It's got the same sort of ride, the same sort of comfort, the same sort of top end and cruising speeds. But nonetheless, it does offer quite a different experience. With this great big open roof section here, and I've got the window open next to me as well, and of course the back of the boat completely open. It is a more visceral experience. The best way I think I can describe it is to say that a deck saloon feels like a saloon car with a sunroof open and the windows down. This feels a little bit more like a convertible. It puts you a bit more in touch with the elements. Now of course, whether you want that or not is up to you. If you're in a hot country and you want the air conditioning, the deck saloon is going to work well. But the nice thing is that Princess give you that option. So you can have this open experience, or you can close the door if you want to.
Take a shot, but I thought that you didn't really have any more of your secrets. And you can play them, but you won't understand when the teachers come and jump you with recess. And stomachs turning, hopes are burning. I found better things and learning. Yeah, I'm going again, unless you hold my hand.
twin test up, we'll give you a quick look at the inside of this Open, because it is basically the same as the deck saloon with a few tiny tweaks. So on this one, rather than having the access to the mid cabin over here on the port side, it's now in the centre. The dinette is more of a U shape than an L shape, but the basic configuration is pretty much the same. It's a full beam owner's cabin back in the middle of the boat. You've got a guest cabin forward with scissor berths. Both of the cabins are of course en suite with particularly nice heads on this boat, has to be said, and the galley over here. So it is what you get for a deck saloon, just tweaked a little bit, and again, just like the deck saloon, you have got the option of having a third cabin down here instead of the dinette if you want it.